Hi everybody. The Magic Pagoda is coming along pretty nicely. I like the way it's looking, but man, it's taking forever. In fact, I think I'm going to put off the rest of the construction for now and actually get to work on making some magic. Now in here is where we're going to be doing the Botania, and I will be putting in some more dirt and grass to complete the effect. And I think Botania is probably a good place to start. So, as you can see, I've already got my petal apothecary set up. So I need to make some pure daisies and start on some living stone and living wood. And what that actually means is mixing some floral fertilizer so we can come up with some white mystical flowers. So I can put their petals to work. Okay, so what that really ended up involving was me going around exploring for mystical flowers and red and yellow flowers so I could make more fertilizer to come up with the white mystical flowers, which I was not finding in the wild. And what that means... Oh yeah, by the way, we've had an update, and it included things like Gendustry, also updates to advanced generators, so they can now generate EU, and a number of other things. It's also added a mod called Roots, which looks pretty interesting, but I have not put a floor on the tower for it because it looks more like the kind of thing you'd do outside anyway. Alright, so, pure daisies. And we're on our way. I've got smooth stone cooking up and the furnaces down there. Still quite a lot of construction on the actual building left to do. I need to finish putting the windows in, but before I do that, I still need to figure out how I'm getting from floor to floor. I have a route, as long as my jetpack's charged up. Anyway, above here, we have this floor that I'm setting aside for Psi, or Psi, which also does not have a door or a elevator. I plan on doing Thaumcraft in here once Azenor gets caught up. With the amount of time I'm taking, it wouldn't surprise me if he just popped out with Thaumcraft 6 while we weren't looking. And I planned on putting a bedroom up here. But first, we're gonna do some Botania. And there's our living wood. Okay, so my current plan is to set out the solar plants out here. And beam the mana right here. And hopefully that won't be so far that it loses power. I think that's the point at which power loss starts. But it's only 1 or 2 blocks after that, so I think that'll be okay. It should do until I get some more active power generating flowers up anyway. And there it starts. Although I bet it would be worth my while to go ahead and pick this up now and move it over 2 blocks. I'm sure I just lost the mana that was in there, but I think that will be made up for by the speed at which the mana will generate. Okay, so we'll let that build up a little while, and then we can get to work on some Gormarillas. Okay, so I've got my Gormarillas, and I've already planted it. I still have plenty of sun power coming from those day blooms, and I've tightened up the spacing on these mana spreaders so they don't lose their charge along the way. But even once those day blooms die, at this point, all I have to do is just throw Audrey here some steak and chips. And we've got more mana coming in. Which I have already used to make some sticks and string. And so now I have a living wood bow. Actually, I made that because I had heard that it had a high rate of fire. That doesn't seem the case. Still, with a little enchanting and a bunch of arrows, it should be helpful. And I have some other ideas for which I shall need to start on our blood magic basement. It's going to take a while to do, though. And to be honest, this episode is already about a week overdue. So, I'm going to try and get this episode out for you as quick as I can. And in the meanwhile, I'll be starting on the blood magic area. So, I will try to tighten up this production for you. And in the meanwhile, be sure to have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day.